Book 153. Good morning. Welcome back to Morning Motivation with Matthew Daniels, and today I'm going to tell you guys about mercy on the 4 young thieves. That's right, mercy on the 4 young thieves. But what is Matthew Daniels talking about? A long time ago, there was a day when a rich man brought 4 young boys before the judge in his village. This rich man accused the young boys of sneaking onto his property in the middle of the night and stealing his crops. The judge, who was one of my ancestors no less, recognized the young boys because he knew their parents well. The rich man presented his evidence of 4 witnesses and successfully argued his case. Considering this evidence, the judge began, I proclaim that these young boys are guilty. For their crime of theft, I could easily sentence them all to have both of their hands chopped off. However, since they are so young, I will have mercy on them. I sentence one of you to live with the dogs for 1 year. I sentence one of you to live with the wolves for 1 year. I sentence one of you to live with the owls for 1 year. And I sentence one of you to live with the roosters for 1 year. The 4 young boys cried out in protest, but the judgment was final. The 4 young thieves were carried from the courtroom and taken to their new homes for the upcoming year. After exactly 365 days, the officers of the courts went out into the wilderness and located all 4 boys and brought them back to stand before the judge. Have you 4 young thieves learned your lesson? The judge asked. In response, one boy began to bark like a dog. One began to howl like a wolf. One began to hoot like an owl, and one began to crow like a rooster. This made everyone in the courthouse stare in shock, but it made the judge smile. You see, the judge said, the human being is a very funny creature. We have a tendency to change our behavior based on the behavior of those around us. I know all of your parents well, and I know you all were raised correctly. But I also know that you began to hang out with liars and thieves. And because of this, you 4 became liars and thieves as well. Now, since you have lived with the dogs, the wolves, the owls, and the roosters, you have now begun to act like them. Let this be a lesson to you all. Be mindful of who you hang around, because it can change who you are as a person. Now go forth from this courtroom and find friends that are good, and do not steal from your neighbors anymore. The entire village praised the judge as being the wisest in all the land, and the parents of the 4 young boys thanked him for his mercy. And so, the morning motivation of today is mercy on the 4 young thieves. Many of us are not bad people at heart, but we have adopted bad behavior because of the company we keep. We have imitated the evil because we have saturated ourselves with evil. Be mindful of who you hang around, and be mindful of who you call friends. You could be the purest of souls in the beginning of life, and you can easily become corrupted by those around you. Today, if you have allowed yourself to become wicked because you surround yourself with wicked people, you must separate yourself from those wicked men and women in order to correct yourself. Do not be afraid to cut people off who mean you no good. You do not owe them anything. In fact, you owe yourself more than any other. So, stop hanging around evil and do that which is good. And remember, you are awesome, you are amazing, you are wonderful, and you are great. And you are going to change the world. I just hope I'm still alive to see it, family. I'm out. Good morning.